Hello, hello.
Hello, how are you?
Good, good. How are you?
Doing good.
Okay, so please introduce us to yourself and what you do.
My name is David Angel, and I'm a local amateur kickboxer here in Florida.
And you'll be competing in the Leo Code's anniversary fight next weekend.
Yeah, I'm pretty excited for that. It's my debut on his card.
So what got you into fighting in the first place?
Honestly, I was always a fan of it ever since I was a little kid. I was always a fan. I used to watch videos all the time on YouTube. But then in middle school, I started getting bullied. And my friend Caleb, who trains with me now, I was like, bro, I'm training at this dojo at Bobby Dixon's, and he was like, you should come join. Or I was like, all right. So I tried it out, and I just fell in love with the sport.
And this is your debut premiere with LeLeo Code, is that correct?
Yeah.
But you are right now 4-3-1.
What happened?
You're 4-3-1. Your record is right now, correct?
4-1-3. Yeah.
4-1-3. Oh, sorry, I got the numbers
Yeah.
backwards. Sorry.
Sorry.
So yeah, you've been doing this for a good minute now.
Yeah, it's been a while. Just trying to get as much experience as possible.
What made you choose Muay Thai as your particular fighting style?
Well, it's not necessarily Muay Thai, I would say. I compete in amateur Muay Thai for now just to get the experience, but it's more of a mix of just everything, just put into one, like Dutch kickboxing, taekwondo, karate, just all that good stuff. I love making a good bouncy style. I don't like being like the rest of the fighters.
True, true, true. So who gave you the nickname King?
Honestly, it was my sensei. One day we were just talking. He was like, "King would fit you good because, I'm really religious." He was like, "Name yourself after King David," and I was like, "All right."
Mm,
So we went with that.
they're from like David and Goliath.
Yeah, pretty much.
That's interesting. That's really, really interesting. Okay, so how important is it to be physically flexible as a fighter?
Honestly, I would say it's really important if you want to be like a good fighter, just especially if you're gonna throw head kicks and all of that. I'd say it's really.
Mhm. What would you say is your specialty? Do you rather use your arms or your legs?
I'd rather I'd say they're both important. It's good to be well rounded and train every
Yeah,
aspect of fighting.
but do you ever have those training days where you're like, oh God, I don't want to do this today?
It happens a lot actually.
Really?
Yeah, mainly because we our gym sensei Eric, right? He pushes us a lot. It's to the point where it's like there's a lot of days actually Monday. It feels like you want to cry, like you want to burst out crying because it's hard. It's hard to watch sometimes. So it's like
Oh no.
days like that where it's like, oh, can I really keep doing this? But it's like we just push through it a lot.
True, true, true. Okay, okay. So let's say that dinosaurs existed right now, okay, in 2022.
Right?
Which dinosaur would you make your pet?
Yeah, that's a good question. I don't know. I love a pterodactyl or a T-Rex, either one.
You'd make a T-Rex your pet? Do you know how like badass you'd be?
Yeah,
Like strolling down the street with your T-Rex?
yeah, it's awesome.
That'd be so cool. Oh my God. Okay. So now which dinosaur would you grapple?
Oh, that's a good question. You see, probably none of them. Probably none of them.
None of them. Why?
Like animals are strong. So it's really hard to say I could actually take on an animal.
Well, if Khabib could do a bear, you could do a dinosaur.
Yeah, I just maybe a small one. Maybe a really small one. Nothing.
Really small. A baby one, a baby T-Rex. Oh
Yeah,
my God,
probably.
that'd be so easy.
Yeah. Let's hope. I don't know. I don't know much about dinosaurs, but I'll maybe take it down, hold its legs. I don't know, something like that.
That's okay. So the LeLeo Code match also happens to fall under Mother's Day weekend. I don't know if you noticed.
Oh, does it?
What?
Oh, yeah.
Yes, yes. I'm glad I reminded you.
Yeah.
What is your favorite memory with your mom?
With my mom, honestly, we have a lot. We have a lot, you know. I'd say maybe so far it's been my title matchup. That was back in like last summer. Last summer, it was she came to my title. I had a title fight for combat night, and it was like a really rough time because I was experiencing like a lot of self doubt and like I was going
Mm,
a breakup at the time, and like it just hit me
mm.
different, you know, and it was very hard for me because I had a very tough period of time where like I was just losing a lot of things in life. I didn't think I was gonna lose like people, friends, relationships, and it was just like it was crazy because like at first like my mom, she's not on board with the whole like idea of pursuing fighting as a career, but like after a while she realized like I'm not gonna be able to change his mind, but I might as well support it. So like she encouraged me a lot that title fight to live up to everyone's expectations, just like do my best no matter what, you know? So that was probably one of the most like fun bonding memories between us, you know?
That's beautiful. What would you say your mom is most proud of you for?
Well, recently it's been a lot of no matter what's been happening, you know, like there's been a lot of adversity in fighting. She's like, I'm really proud that you don't give up and you go out there and give it your all.
That's beautiful. Well, what does your mom do? Is she a fighter as well?
No, she's right now she's working in a restaurant. You know, she's not. She just pretty much like does industrial cleaning and works at a restaurant right now. And that's
So
about it.
like this is like completely out of nowhere for her being like, why do you want to fight?
Yeah, yeah, pretty much. She wants me to, you know, take the usual route, just go to college and just find a career or get a degree in something.
How old are you, or if you don't mind me asking?
I'm 18.
You're a baby.
Yeah, yeah, pretty much.
But you have more of a win on than a lot of these other people.
Yeah, I just
That's
like
insane.
I just like staying active. I love challenging myself. I love challenging myself a lot. You know.
Did you play any other sports in school, like hockey or basketball or?
Yeah, I played soccer like up until like seventh grade. Up until like I started, you know, doing MMA. I used to love soccer. You know, and plus like I'm Mexican, so like it goes in my blood. You know, just a love.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Okay, okay. So with your many years of fighting history, God, you're still young. This is so amazing that you have such a great background so far. But in your many years of fighting history, is there a moment that still replays in your head that you're like, God, I shouldn't have done that, that has helped you now to this day?
Oh yeah, actually, the fight before my title fight, I fought this kid. His name is Seven Perkins, and it was my first loss. In my it was just really hard to swallow at first because it was like I let a breakup and like a girl come between me and fighting, you know.
Mm,
And I was so
yeah.
consumed with like sadness and like I let all these things get to me. I got distracted, you know, and I got really comfortable with life at the time. So it was just that mistake right there. Like it made me better. I don't regret it. You know, I accept that loss and I'm proud of it because it's like it made me a whole lot better. It made me realize the reality of the game. You know?
Yeah, that's very interesting how like you had what example am I thinking of? Or like I guess working in general, like when you go to your job, like you can't carry the weight of what's happening at home. You know, your car might have broke down, but as soon as you clock in, you gotta focus.
Yeah, yeah,
It
exactly.
makes me think of that.
Yeah, it was horrible because like the next like I had that fight and like I my coach my sensei was speaking to me. I'm like zoned out thinking about like damn like this girl really broke up with me when
Oh wow.
and like it got to the point like he slapped me and he was like, "Are you paying attention?" I was like, "What? What'd you say?" And like
Oh
I
wow.
it was bad.
Oh wow. True, true, true. Well, I'm glad that you were able to like use that in a positive way, if
Yeah,
that makes sense.
yeah. It was a very hard time, but we did it. You know, with my friends, my team, they all helped me get through it, and I'm glad.
That's good. That's good. That's a good team. That's a really good team. Okay. So what would you say is the best movie about fighting?
So far, it's tough to say. I really like the Ip Man movies. The Ip Man.
Oh my God, those are so good.
I love
Oh my
I love Ip Man 3 specifically, just because of that whole movie was like action good, and I love the fights.
Those are some like legit, like, cause like you know, like how you watch some action movies, and you're like, okay, you can tell there's a wire here carrying them, and like you could tell like it's just some like are just so staged so poorly. But the Ip Man movies, I'm like, there's no way that was fake.
Yeah,
Like it was just like the action is just so real and so raw.
yeah, I loved it. Like they made everything look 100% like clean. It was all just like great, you know.
Mm-hmm. So good, so good. Okay, so David, where can we support you, sponsor you? Where can we find your gym as well?
Oh, you can go Bobby Dixon. It's about just Bobby Dixon's American Martial Arts Academy, and
Bobby Dixon Martial Arts Academy.
yeah, it's here in on East Colonial, here in Orlando. So yeah, that and like just for support, my Instagram, my Instagram.
Are you primarily on Instagram or Facebook?
Oh, Instagram for sure.
Okay.
Like,
Do you have a TikTok?
no, I don't really TikTok.
Okay.
Not yet.
No, you don't have to. You don't. It's a waste of time.
I have my friend Will.
Unless you want to waste time.
Yeah, I have my friend Will, who's a TikToker. He's pretty good at it. It's pretty entertaining to watch.
True, true, true. Okay, so King, last question. I'm gonna let you go. Okay.
Right?
I'm sure you've seen the movie Fight Club. Have you?
The what?
Fight Club, the movie.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Yeah. So the quote from the movie: "How do you know yourself if you've never been in a fight? Do you feel like you have a better understanding of who you are as a person since you started competing?"
Oh yeah, most definitely, most definitely.
Why do you say that?
It's because like it's easy to say like I'm pretty sure like in the fighting community you see a lot of people who have never fought before. Oh yeah, I would totally beat this guy's ass, or like I would totally do this, or I wouldn't be scared. I could take him on. It's really easy to say that from an outside
Yeah,
perspective. It's easy to
yeah,
judge. You know, in the end, as fighters, I'm pretty sure we all know it's easy to like talk trash, disrespect each other. But in the end, we all know what's going on. Like only the fighters know, the ones getting up there, they all know the struggle, like the crying, the blood, the tears, the sweat, everything how it actually happens. So it's like you don't know what it's like until you get up there. Until you get up there and you actually experience another man trying to kill you, like one on one. You know, because that's like the sad reality of like what fighting is. You know, it's like two men go in, like one comes out victorious, and that's it.
yeah. True,
Yeah,
true, true. Well, King, thank you so much for taking your time out to speak with me. Why aren't you in school? Why aren't you in school? What time is it?
high school doesn't start till like 12:30, so
Why aren't you in school right now?
it doesn't start till like 12:30. So
Oh, okay, okay, okay. You're allowed. Okay, go to school.
yeah.
Thank you so much for talking to me, and then I'll see you next weekend, okay?
All right, thank you so much, man.
Thank you. Have a good one.